let me put you guys on. These benefits all come together to make me at least $5,000. And the major skill that you need for this is just research. Called credit card churning. Is I take out credit cards that have really good benefits and take advantage of the benefits. Hi everyone, my name is Moyo and welcome to Grow with Mo, a personal development channel helping you adults one video at a time.
Welcome back guys. This is a continuation of my first video on credit card churning. If you haven't seen the first part, please go watch it right now and come back to this.
Most of the time I lean towards cards that have no annual fees, but the catch is a lot of times these annual fees, the cards without annual fees don't have as much benefits. So don't let it deter you if you see a card with an annual fee, because sometimes the benefits actually outweigh the cost of the annual fee. For example, I got Chase Sapphire like a number of years back, and it had like a $95 annual fee with the first year being free. But then the amount of points, I think I got 60,000 points at the time, that ended up, or 75,000, I don't remember, that ended up being like $1,200 total. So if you calculate how much you're paying in annual fee over the course of the time, like you realize that you actually break even at some points, because the points that you get in the beginning pay off the annual fee. Meanwhile, there were also other like great benefits that Chase Sapphire had, and like the points were like really good, where I could use the points that I earned by spending, putting my spend on the card to like get even more points, and I use that for travel. So don't let annual fee deter you. I still look up the full benefit, like what's the full package. This is like a business venture. You look at the the expenses and the income, and then you kind of balance the sheet to see where you come in profit. After you've done your research and you've decided on the card and whether it's annual fee or no annual fee, you also have to know the underlying company. Is it Visa, is it American Express? All of that also matter in the sense that these different companies have like different rules for how many cards or how many rewards that you can earn in a year. So a lot of times they will have like blackout periods where you can't take a new card within a certain period and all of that. So fine print is, you sit down, you read. That's why I say research is important. It's front loaded, but once you do that front work, you're pretty much good. And then after you take out the card, a lot of times they will require you to have like a minimum spend on the card within like a couple months to be able to earn the benefits. Make sure that you pay attention to that. I will typically put a lot of my spending on there. There are some bills that you can't put on credit cards because they charge you like a fee. I don't put that on credit cards, but a lot of my other things like groceries, cell phone bill, internet, electricity, those that don't charge a fee, I put those on the credit card, and I make sure that I meet the limit so I can get the points that's required. And even while you're building up the limits points, you're also getting additional points for those things that you're putting on it. After you have the card, now you have to start taking advantage of this. Look at the different points. Sometimes these cards have like partnerships with like airlines and hotels where the points like even double. So for example, I recently got the Built card. Actually, I got it like a year ago. By the way, the Built card is one of the best travel cards that has no annual fee. This is not sponsored, it's just my personal experience, and I'll be telling you more about it maybe in future videos. But Built card allows you to put your rent. Basically the only card that lets you put your rent, and rent is like the highest expense you probably have in a month. So it's an amazing deal. So anyway, so like putting these things, expenses on the card help you to meet that limit, and also like be able to spend the card, to use the card for spending, and those transfer points be coming in clutch. Like all of my travel this year, I did not pay a dime. I used points. I used like transferring of points. I make sure that I go read up on the best transfer. You have to read articles on those credit cards. Like Credit Karma has a lot of articles. The points guy has a lot of articles that you can read. Reddit. Like Reddit folks will tell you everything you need to know about a card. Like I basically go on Reddit before I get a card to see what people's experiences have been and how they've kind of hacked the whole thing. So make sure that you're reading up on how to best transfer, because not all points are equal. So knowing the best way to maximize your points is so important. Get the best out of that card. Use it, squeeze it dry, squeeze everything you can, every dollar you can get out of it. Finally, you've used the card, you've gotten the card, you've used all the benefits and everything. What I do then is, if it's an annual fee card, I downgrade to a no annual fee card. Like my Chase Sapphire, I didn't really see any use to it anymore, especially because most of the benefits that I was getting from Chase, I had on my Built card. Chase had an annual fee, Built didn't have, so it made sense to just downgrade to a no annual fee card with Chase. And the reason why you downgrade is to, when you cancel a card, it affects your credit score temporarily. But when you downgrade, you can choose not to use the card anymore. But like, basically, it's just, you just downgrade, and you're still within the same. You don't close the account, so they still consider you like a customer. It doesn't affect your credit. That's not to say if there's no opportunity for a downgrade, just go ahead and close it. It's gonna be a temporary impact. If you don't have anything that will require your credit score to be pulled, like within the next few weeks or maybe a month or two, you can go ahead and just close it, and your credit card is going to bounce back over the next like few weeks basically. So I go ahead and downgrade, and I'm on the hunt for my next card. The last thing I'm going to say is that a lot of these cards have like different like benefits year round. They have a cycle, so sometimes they will offer like different amounts of points, like 30k points plus the extra $200, blah blah blah, or 80k points. Read up on when the rewards are highest. If you're not in a hurry to get a card, if you don't need it for anything soon, time the cycle so you can get the best bang, the best time that they are most desperate to get a customer. Find that, and then you get the card so you can get the benefits for the card. So that's basically how I make at least $5,000 extra in credit card income. And this $5,000 is often converted into so many different benefits, maybe not exactly in cash all the time. Of course, you can transfer your points to cash in some situations as well, but I find that when it's travel cards, it's not usually the best way to maximize your points rewards. For me, I just use that for travel. I put it towards travel, and it's helped me so much this year where I've not had to spend out of pocket for travel. What do you guys think? Is this something that you're willing to try out? I really want to hear from you on, credit card churning. Have you had experience with it? What are some concerns you have? What's like, if you had personal experience with it, what are some good pointers that you can share? Let me hear in the comment section. And if you found this video useful, please thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so you can get more of these amazing tips. I have put you guys on. Now you gotta put me on by subscribing. See you guys next time. Bye.